What don't I got's a better question. Let's see. What would a young'un like you want to hear? Bet you didn't know I make a mean bowl of stew. Heck, back when the Crazy Eight were running around, we were known to go for days with only that stew in our bellies, and it was good enough for us. They used to tell me it gave them the stamina of 10 men. In fact, this one time. Oh, hey, you know what? I just cooked up some if you're looking to try it. For a price. Look at me. You were probably out looking for scrounge. I should let you go. Okay. I used to run with the Mud Dogs, you know? Hell, I used to lead them before Brabus took over. Brabus is my boy, he is. You might say he always led us. The old Mud Dogs fought for him since he could chew. Later on, of course, the old Mud Dogs got a little long in the tooth, and the young'uns took Brabus as their own. Well, I know when a good thing's a good thing, so I stepped back, I did. Brabus has been leading the pack ever since. I can tell you more if you're up for it. All right. You read much? I read everything I can get my hands on. The Bell Jar, Dune, Catch 2-2, something about a guy called Malcolm X. There's this one I keep coming back to. The Eternaut. Doesn't matter. It's about these aliens, what kill everyone who lived. It's got insect aliens. It's got human aliens. It's got giant building-sized aliens. It's even got aliens what control the other aliens. I reckon the writer thought he was spinning fiction, but I'll be goddamned if it ain't the most real thing I ever read. I'm sure you got better things to do than listen to an old mudder. Sure thing. So I was on a scrounge with the Crazy Eight one time. We found this old hospital, see? Full of dead wood. Basement. Basement now was full of folk. All trapped there for as long as anyone's guess. Well, the Root found them same time we did. Others ran, but not me. They were folk. They had meds. So I fought for them, tooth and nail. Literally. Biting the damn dead wood off me. The rest of the Crazy Eight saw me and said, "Damn, that's a mudder what's got some teeth." The name Mudtooth stuck ever since. You've probably got folks to get back to now, yeah? Sure thing. It was the winter after we left Sanctuary. Me, Ma, and the Crazy Eight had found a home. A good home. Shored up. Made it our own. Ma didn't tell me she were pregnant. By the time I noticed, she was nigh done. Something went wrong. Crazy Eight, we were mudders, but we weren't no midwives. Couldn't do nothing. Mom, the Kip, never made it. She never told me why we left Sanctuary. I reckon she didn't need to. I'm sure you got better things to do than listen to an old mudder. Sure thing. It's a funny thing. So, I used to have to keep an ear out for dead wood, yeah? Had to pick them off before they climbed up here. Weren't hard, but wouldn't you know it? The dead wood stopped coming. I never known dead wood to be the quitting type. Especially on account of that time I killed 300 of them for breakfast. 300 of them for breakfast. I ain't complaining, of course. Give me plenty of time to read. Look at me. You were probably out looking for scrounge. I should let you go. All right. You met Commander Ford over in Ward 13? Huh? Good leader. Sad family. Root killed her pa when she was a kip, see? And her ma died of the flu some 20 years ago. All that ain't the sad part. They say her grandpa, old Ford, is some kind of hero. But he was nuts. Thought he could take down the Deadwood all by himself. And her grandma. They say her death's what drove old Ford over the wall. Mm-hmm. You ask me, death would have been the better thing. I reckon she's still out there. What time is it? Probably too late for another, yeah? All right. Moved to Sanctuary when I was 10. Huh. Ma liked it. Safe, steady food. A couple of guys would come around and teach me things. It was a good life. Before Sanctuary, Ma told me about movies. Huh? Folks sitting around staring at old boxes what told them stories. Wasn't until Sanctuary I actually saw one. Uh-huh. They'd spin a ribbon round some wheels, and bam! Walking, talking people on the wall. Craziest thing I ever seen in my long life. Of course, that was back when I was just a kip. Doubt you could find one now. Now, listen, you've been real kind to me. Listen to me ramble on and on like I've been. It's been a long time since anyone stuck around to talk to this old mutter, so I got something I'd like for you to have. This was my wife's. I'd planned on giving it to my boy, but well, maybe it's time to give up on him coming around, huh? Ain't no time left in this world to wait on true family. I reckon you're close enough. Take care of it. Sure. Now, anything else I can do for you? What would a young'un like you want to hear? I was born a long time ago, around the time the Deadwood showed up. World were different then. People knew how to treat folk. You'd see more humans in Deadwood then, always fighting together, helping each other out. It was just Ma and me then, hiding in basements, tool sheds, hospitals, any place what had 4 strong walls and defendable doors. Oh, she used to spin stories of the old world. She saw it all. Why, I remember this tale when... Nah, some other time. I ain't putting you to sleep now, am I? What do you need, friend? Take care, young'un. Don't be a stranger. Back again, eh? Here to chat, or is life too busy for you? What would a young'un like you want to hear? I tell you how I got my name yet? Yeah? No? Maybe another time. About this, heliocopter, though. I saw this old bird in flight, believe it or not. I was 4 damn thing just returned from a trip to the moon. Deadwood took her down, of course, snipers on the rooftops. Don't know what they hit, but she came down like a damn meteor. That's a big rock that falls from the sky, if you didn't know. Saw the whole thing, I did. Never thought I'd be living in her after, though. Ha! Here now, I've been talking your ear off. Well, sure. Ace and Wes, huh? You met those scroungers yet? Almost as crazy as the Crazy Eight, those two. I hear they took up in Ward 13 now. Reckon it won't last long. Those two, they got trust issues. Don't hear me wrong, friendly folk, helpful in a pinch and more likely to find food than 100 Fords. But that's just it, ain't it? I bet if you dig hard enough, you'd find a stash the rest of the ward knows nothing about. You probably got folks to get back to now, yeah? Well, sure. Brabus and I ain't spoken in a long while. He's a good leader, he is. But we don't see eye to eye on much. My ma used to say, do to others as you do to you. Or something like that, don't remember the exact words. Brabus don't see that, though. He thinks the Deadwood done devoured all kindness from the world. Oh, he ain't wrong. But I figure there ain't no point in living in a world like that. So, I came out here. You probably got folks to get back to now, yeah? Let's see. We left Sanctuary when I was 18. I'd come back from a supply run to find Ma packed and walking. She never said why. Of course, I didn't argue, just packed my stuff and said my goodbyes to the Crazy Eight. Crazy Eight now. They wouldn't let us go without a fight. Well, I couldn't let that stand now, could I? Not this mutter. So, I fought them all. And in the end, I convinced them we ought to go together. One big family. So, that's what we did. You've probably got folks to get back to now, yeah? Let's see. Before the Mud Dogs were the Mud Dogs, we were the Crazy Eight. The best goddamn scroungers you ever seen. We scavenged everywhere, saw everything. Working aerial planes, deadwood big as the sky, and in the rusted places, we saw things there you'd never believe. Old carvings, giant crystals, all kinds of weapons. And deadwood. Deadwood everywhere. Corbin once saw a Kip sleeping behind a locked door, breathing with machines. No one believes that part. But it's true. I tell you, it's true. I'm sure you got better things to do than listen to an old mutter. Sure thing. I used to lead the Mud Dogs, I tell you that. They were my gang for nigh on 60 years. Back at Sanctuary, we were called the Crazy Eight. We went places no one else would. Found the best ground Sanctuary ever saw. Good times. Good times. Root ran scared of us, they did. I reckon we killed more deadwood in our day than old Ford himself. Most of Brabus's young mutters don't know the Crazy Eight no more. But that's their legacy. Sure as sure. I'm sure you got better things to do than listen to an old mutter. Okay. Ma used to tell me about the old world. This place was called the USA, and it was huge, stretched from one ocean to other. This place was filled with people, more of them than was fit for counting, all working together, making the world a better place. Why, they had people on the moon. They had talking animals. They had water what could heal you just by looking at it. I reckon you don't believe me. No one does. But the world was a damn paradise afore the Deadwood King. I reckon I talked your ear off enough for a while. No, don't tempt me. There's deadwood about and scrounge to be found. I'd feel awful if we found our end together. Just so you could hear a few more mutter yarns. Farewell, friend. Come round again. Tomorrow.